Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. Today, July 3rd. So I'm giving you my 4th of July video because I'll be doing stuff tomorrow. And what am I smoking today? My favorite pipe. Look at this guy. Let me explain. This is my 4th of July pipe. It's a Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. I stained it, basically was smooth for them. Stained it red. The stem was done by Cane Rod Piper. Kind of when he was doing stems. And then inside here, it's white waxed string, if you will. When I was in the Navy, this was called sail twine. And I've used this on a few of my pipes. Just 'cause. To get that white. So red, white, and blue. Kinda. So this is my 4th of July pipe. So, I just came back from a little golf vacation. Went to Cape May, New Jersey, stayed in Wildwood, over to Maryland, then up to Pennsylvania, Lancaster, played golf and all of those. We stayed at a, don't know if you call it a hotel. It's all train cabooses. So we stayed in a train caboose. Ate in a railroad car. It was fun. But the most important part, I went to Tinderbox. This is the first time I've ever been to this Tinderbox. They did let me know that the one that I used to go to in Denver, that's where I found out about Tinderbox and Philosopher, has closed. There's really only a few Tinderboxes left. And I have been ordering my Philosopher through these guys. Except for there was a little time when you can only do it online and you can only buy at 8 ounces at a time. But now I do have, I finally found their phone number for the actual Tinderbox near me. That's who I order from. But this was the first time I was there. This is the first time in a long time, other than the Gatlin Burrier from, another trip, that I've been to a pipe shop. Everything around me is all cigars. So, I went on a little bit of a buying spree, mainly for tobaccos. They have Sherlock's Choice, which I love, Connoisseur, which is the first time I got that. But it's kind of a burly, and I liked it. And I had to, of course, get Philosopher, and I just actually bought out what they had in stock. Just because I could. But I also got, let me tell you a little story. This pipe lighter. Now, this is an old one. I got this as a gift more than 40 years ago. For the pipes. Shoots down. It's really great. Can be used as a tamper if you need to. Eventually the rings and stuff wore out. It couldn't really hold much butane at all. Didn't last. So I got another one. Same thing. We're talking about maybe 8 to 10 years that they last, but eventually they just kind of don't have the seals anymore. So I have this one. Oops. Oh, this one's out also. This is a little bit different version. Zycor. Pipes. Or tobacco lighters. Beautiful. Had this one for quite a while. And I tried to find another one. The people that do sell it were all sold out. But at Tinderbox, I was just looking at stuff. Just mentioned about what I used to have and I loved, and they go, wait a minute. And they have one. My new favorite lighter. It has a little window that you can see how much you put in. Again, you can tamp. In the bottom here, you can adjust. You don't have to have that little screw and stuff. And here's where it goes. Ha ha! I found one. Beautiful. And this, I'm going to say, is not a pipe, but it is still beauteous, megamus, maximus, and functional. So that was kind of the highlight of my little vacation, besides just spending some more time at the ocean, just 'cause you have to. I was with an old friend who, him and I went to high school together in this area. So we just reminisced, got a few old friends, had a great time. So this rest of this video is kind of a VR. Actually 2 for Steph and Skip Kane. They're having a little giveaway. Actually, to just kind of get rid of some of the extra stuff they have. And before I forget it, we see Steph and Skip mostly on the channel Steph and Skip. But Skip also has a channel and Parik Piper Skip. He doesn't use that much phone because usually he's with Steph. But you have to subscribe to him also, because what he's going to do is he's actually going to do some of the videos on his own. Also, hopefully, with some of the places he might have to be all offshore drilling sites. So he's going to be doing some videos using that channel. So we need to build up his subscribers separately from the other, just to have them going. It'll be great. So Steph and Skip are doing actually 4 little giveaways. First, I've already subscribed to. The second, so I'm not going to subscribe to that. It has something to do with poetry. The third one, though, is tell an original pipe tobacco joke. So, here is my original pipe and tobacco joke. Three blends come to a store. Captain Black, Sir Walter Raleigh, Prince Albert. The bartender says, "What would you like?" And they say, "We're here to get lit." So the people at the bar lit them, and they're gone now. Thank you. Thank God Armchair's given us a lot of tobacco for this. That was the lamest, stupid joke I've ever heard. You know, we're still recording. The final giveaway, what you have to do is just tell, either through pictures, video, talking, something that you really like. And I've done this before, but if you're smoking a pipe, just sit back and listen. And I normally do not solicit comments, but if you have others, please put them on. This is sounds that make me feel just good to hear. From my childhood, the sound of a train whistle in the night. Sound of a rooster, unfortunately, in the morning. The sound of a crackling fire in your fireplace, or just outside camping. The sound of wind blowing through the trees, especially in the fall. the sound of waves from the ocean. Something that not all of you have experienced, but the sound of the waves on a ship as it's going across the ocean. We also used to have dolphins, porpoise, swimming alongside the front of the ship. Their sounds something amazing. One stuff that I've covered in my videos before, the sound of church bells. Where I lived in Evansville, Indiana, we're only about 3 blocks away from my church, a big church with a big, beautiful bell tower. And hear that bell going. And you've seen this before in my videos, where I go to Washington Crossing State Park on the Delaware River. And across the river, there's a town that you can't even see because of the trees. Even in the wintertime, you really can't see it. But at noon, the church bells from a few different churches go on. I've timed it at 4.5 minutes. So peaceful. And the other sound, this one you're going to have to kind of imagine. And for those people that aren't in an area that gets snow, the sound of silence. When you're at night, especially taking a walk, if you have some snow, that muffles the sound. So you can actually go and not hear anything. And there's a special, eerie, but nice feeling that you can get from that. At that same time, if you're lucky, you can smell the sound from the smells of the fireplace. Oh, I love that. Of course, the smell of a good pipe tobacco. Cigars too. Just smelling. Oh, I love it. The smell in your garden. I have some honeysuckle. I have roses. When I was younger, I live in Evansville, Indiana. And in those days, the fields, the farmers' fields, they would burn them, for the new year. Oh, I love that smell. We also used to burn our own leaves. I love that. And if you think about it, your body remembers. You don't have to think about it, but if you get that feeling of the fresh, crisp air of fall, it brings you back. And hopefully brings you back to great times. For me, it does. The feeling you get when you do go out on a fresh snow, taking a walk. The feeling you get when you're first having spring popping around the corner. The sight of the stars on a moonless night. When I was in the Navy on watch, out at sea, the stars were just so clear and bright. The Milky Way, it can actually cast a shadow. It is so beautiful. And of course, the beauty of sunrises and sunsets out at sea. Spectacular. The sight of a full moon. And another thing I really like, especially in the fall, leaves might be starting to turn. And it's just something about when you have the moon in the daytime taking your walks. Those are some of the joys I have. Let me know how many more you have. And the Steph and Skip, those are my 2 VRs. Well, I do hope you like this. And if you did, remember to hit the like button, subscribe. Remember to subscribe to Skip. Going to be some new stuff. And again, if you didn't like this, man, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. And take care out there.